Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, where last episode, giving Fidelio a rushed burial, we paused to gather our force, in which time Basilio fell unconscious, witnessing a vision of his brother in which he said his final farewells and awakened to the power of the Berserker. With the Sanctist faction planning to announce Saint Rella as Forden's replacement, and with our group deciding to counter by announcing that we are the surviving prince, we now hit the streets of Altabury Heights once again.
What's my favorite person I have to say now? Well, I assume I can't go back to Grand Trad if that's who you meant. Oh no, it's obviously slow to update.
How did this happen?
How can so many people be enamored with that maniac Luis? Thankfully, we have more guards than ever now, but it's only a matter of time. Saint Rella might become the new representative of the Sanctist Church, but is the people's faithfulness strong enough to stop Luis? Oh, or more to the point, the news wouldn't have spread, would it? So being dead, I guess, doesn't change your popularity ranking instantly until people know you're dead.
Hang on a minute, you.
Only those with permits are allowed past here, especially on a day like today. We absolutely cannot make exceptions. Oh, how could we have failed our sacred duty to protect His Eminence Forden? At the moment, only the people here know, don't they?
Well, I guess that's the end of it.
This cold's giving me brain freeze.
I never expected Luis would go so far, but I can't see the church yielding to him either. In the event they decide to nominate another candidate, I'm afraid I'll have to take countermeasures. Oh, I haven't the slightest concern about you. Now that you've openly opposed Luis, you'll be a wanted man come tomorrow. Oh, really? Security staff, thank you for the subscribing, and FST as well. A little bit back during cutscene time. Thank you very much, both for you.
Oh.
Now's the time for us to pray. God will strike Luis down for his sins. We can't afford to let him do further damage. Then again, there's hardly anything still standing. Let's check it out then.
What'll I do here?
Who would have ever imagined Providence would take His Eminence Forden from us? Closure. Look there. It's been such a mad craze of late that the King's Rock can't even keep track of the standings.
Oh.
At this rate, Luis will have a clear path to the throne. As Sanctist, our very existence is in peril. It's times like these that we must come together. The Sanctist Church ought to settle upon a single candidate. Lady Rella, perhaps. She's very kind and the people have such confidence in her. But does she stand a chance against Luis? She may be the greatest healer in the nation, but that disparity in strength is plain to see.
Look at that.
The people are in an uproar.
You there?
We can look at it and see what it says.
What if?
We'd like to see the rock. Just a quick peek and then we'll be off. Only to look, yes.
Isn't that?
So it seems that the bigger the candidate's face in the rock, the more qualified they are to be king. King's Rock still shows Forden's face. Guess it takes a while to process what happened. When you're at the top, you have a huge following. Probably takes a while for the news of his death to reach everyone. Exactly what I said then. That means Luis is practically in first place. I wonder who the believers of Sanctism will support now. Whatever the case, it looks like the confusion will continue for a while. I can't wait to see the next official rankings.
Yep.
At least we know where we stand. Should we get back to it? I'm 5th. I was wondering if I could report my gamble thing now before I go any higher, and then he goes, no. I don't know if the gambling timeline, if you know what I mean, is over yet.
Really no.
Those blasted pagans were the ones who helped Luis break in. They opposed the offering of the relics, so they cooperated with that madman. How many times do we have to tell you lot not to pin every little thing on us? Your own bleeding fault security is not up to snuff, not ours. People's trust in the monk army is falling off a cliff. Can you blame them? The head of the church was killed inside our very stronghold. There's rumors it was His Eminence Forden himself who ordered the assassination of the prince. Should we stay devout to an unrighteous faith?
Hey.
Hello.
The armor stock here is the least above what you find in other shops. It may be, but I'm looking for new wear for a certain someone more than anything. Oh, hiking boots are new, agility +5. So new stock has hit the market. I think I hear gold beetles everywhere now. But I'm not sure what's true or not.
Okay.
Get yourself a good deal here.
Right, did you bring us a weapon? Hunter's Hatchet exists. It's definitely more powerful than Thingy, so we're going to equip it.
I get it.
You get it? We're buying you a present.
Now then.
You better get it. Right, that is that then. That's basically what I came out here to talk about, really, or find, is just see if there was a weapon for his thing that's a bit better than what we currently have. 'Cause that seems to be the main thing for damage. Mustai have always received the blame for ill omens such as these. There are even rumors spreading they wish to eliminate our tribe entirely. Oh, I lament for those so eager to be blinded to the realities of the world. If I could ask one boon of our new king, it would be to create a fair and just new world, free of such discrimination. So you support me, then, yeah?
What is it?
I mean, people are only showing up minorly dead around me. That spirit of Luis's, the one he used to slay his Eminence Forden, is the man able to kill anyone he pleases so long as it's in his possession. At this point, what purpose does the king's protected magic even serve? The way things are going, we may as well give up on any semblance of a fair competition. It was always obvious someone was going to break the rules in the end. His Eminence Forden was killed. First it was His Majesty and His Highness the Prince, and now, what in heaven's name is going on? Oh, someone save us. At this rate, there'll be no safe place left for us to live. I mean, to be honest, we were the ones who broke it first.
What is it?
We kind of sped up that mess
What would you like?
and spiraled it into what it did become. I really do wonder if I should have this on Hulkenberg. I'll buy one next Idols Day, honest.
What is it?
The annoying thing is, though, it's going to have less use anyway, because it's only going to be used on the latter turns. Otherwise, you get back round to Hulkenberg's turn, the guard goes away.
Losing sensation in the toes.
So that's a thing you have to care about as well. But I think we've checked out everything in town now.
You there?
You dare.
Right.
What did he say? Unless you have a reason we're asking everyone to stay clear of the Opera House for now, that goes double for a candidate like you. Security's pretty tight, That's fine, though. We've got shopping to do. We have the Gauntlet Runner too, so we shouldn't need the tavern. And what's up next on the Gauntlet Runner, though?
Let's go. I'm tired.
Meeting accomplished. We sure did a lot today. I think we deserve a nice long rest. Why won't you let me... talk to and therefore bond with Basilio, pretty please. I don't get this at all. What the hell's happened? Why is Lady Rella taking Forden's place? I don't want to fight Lady Rella if I can help it, but if the Sanctist Church is jerking her around, then I want to do something about it. They get new dialogue. They did. I don't have to fight Lady Rella.
I see.
So Rella was among the finest healers in the land, eh? She does have a natural grace and gentleness. Perhaps that's what won her the support of so many. Sanctism is a force to be reckoned with.
Now that you mention
There's a saying on the island that Magla is a mirror which reflects a person's heart. Forden's Magla was ominous and sinister. I hesitate to criticize the Sanctist Church, but how did they support such a man?
You see?
Tomorrow is a big day and you shall need your rest. Rules or not, announcing that you are the prince will bring us no small share of hardship. Hey, you didn't get new dialogue, though. Screw you, Neris. Rella was taking up Forden's candidacy. Rella's a bit of a pushover, you know. I bet she was pressured into it by the higher-ups in the church. What started as a plan to take down Luis led to Forden's death, and now Saint Rella is a candidate in his stead. She would surely rule as queen better than Luis would as king.
What now?
I guess it's ready for bedtime. I should probably inherit the one skill that I got here. A weak almighty high crit rate will get through a lot of the bump that he does not have currently. That works for me for the time being. Prepare and rest in the Gauntlet Runner. Rest I shall. Nothing will happen, right? There's a small bed. Doesn't look very comfortable. It's fine.
Sure.
I think I'll rest here for today.
Good night.
Yeah.
Hey, looking like we're all set for tomorrow. Got a minute then. Seeing as I've fallen in with you lot now, there's something I want to clear up.
You.
Just tell me this. You doing all this to save the poor prince, or are you doing it to save the country? To be honest, I mean... I'd rather save the country.
Certainly.
I want to save this country.
Hey, mate.
If you want to save the country, you're playing a longer game. Got to actually win this race. So if we can't save the prince, you take his place. For good. Fair dues. That means if we win the tournament, you'll take the lie to your grave.
So...
I'm just saying, you declare yourself prince tomorrow and everything changes for you. Forever. You know what you're signing up for. Which, I'd like to say, I'm going to say I'm ready because I feel like the one thing is that he's thrown his lot in with us. His brother died for everything because of like the wavering they did. I feel like if I say anything but I'm ready, it's kind of like a slight on his brother's sacrifice. But it really won't change much. It's just what we were doing anyway for the most part. But I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready for it.
Huh.
Listen to you. Got guts, that's for sure.
Then...
Well, I'll tell you something myself. I'm not just following you to go with the flow, alright? Or to avenge Dell.
Whatever.
Sure, I'm planning on hammering that bastard Luis into the ground, but I'm doing it for the dream. For a world where your birth don't decide your life. And if I'm gonna tag along, that's the world we're gonna live in, to see. I know it.
Leave it to me.
So just leave it to me, yeah? I've got your back. As long as you're giving us everything you got, so will I. Got a deal, Captain. I saw Basilio off, who said he'd prefer sleeping in stowage and then return to my bunk. That's good, because there was no bunks anyway. Unless you want to join mine.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Be a very tight fit, though.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster follows them like an ill wind.
Couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seems worse than I thought.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change. We have to believe that.
St. Rella is here. The rumors were true.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus of the Crown Theocracy. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late Sanctifex Forden. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, a queen of this land.
The saint herself is to be our queen. Now we are safe. Glory to Sanctism.
Allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when Luis did it.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. Whoever has the skill to exploit the standings will win.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister's popularity. Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that's to be expected if she's the land's best mage healer.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden left off.
I object. Rella, you have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Sanctifex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Master Guido, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen? Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of Sanctism. and I will save you all.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in the way of real accomplishments.
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow Cinderella in all her glory.
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Friends,
Is that Luis's gauntlet runner?
As usual, I find you all embroiled in pointless conflict.
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctist Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach that true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the throne.
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of candidates.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic? Impossible.
Oh, King! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield and claim lives! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. And neither would I. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you, O great king?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why cast it aside?
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never realize. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions won't exist in their world.
Luis Guyurburn. What manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases, couldn't he? He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Cinderella. No! Your late majesty, please, speak!
Do not fear, my people. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily conquered. Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand to defend you.
Sister.
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O king! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without your shackles.
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose.
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance.
Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
The royal magic's protection has faded away.
Then this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism's shadow! The fog of deception has finally cleared. There is no God. Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this.
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing more. I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideas.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne. The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hythlodius V, last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? What? That's a lie. His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince! They're mad, the lot of them. That boy's an elder.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what this means.
Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister?
I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit. To reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Nobody could say otherwise. Fine then. So be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left standing.
Luis in the lead, he no longer has to concern himself with the other candidates, especially those who want a direct challenge. I secured the abandoned Dracodius, which is now usable by a knight. Ah, I'm third. My sport has increased dramatically now that I've announced I own the prince, and I can't let the people down. Did I lose my bet?
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend off Luis?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Sanctifex Forden. You want to talk? Please step down.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that right here. My magic. Nothing's happening. What's going on?
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's... Sister.
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy upon you. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Closure.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country. As long as we believe in her, we shall know peace.
Saint Rella! Saint Rella! Closure.
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There's definitely magic there. Sister! What have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall never trouble you again. Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes salvation true? Luis claims that there is no God. That true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear his words?
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties. Now and forevermore.
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free thought.
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for too long. Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers, because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved across.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old then.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not dispel it. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctist Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis, nor to you. Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctist Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
Isn't that a...
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined everything. The church, my authority, everything. You will never leave this city alive. I am Guido, of the warrior monks, and in God's name, I condemn thee!
Oi! They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to get out of here!
Norris, swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation? That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky!
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. This speaks true.
Just take us up already! We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Eurus! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
What the?
Not yet. Trust your technology near us. It's time. Let's fly!
Possible. It can fly.
Yeah! We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How do you like that?
My ears are popping.
This might take some getting used to.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky runner!
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
I mean, oh yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Aren't you flying already? Why should you be worried?
What's that supposed to mean?
Ha! Don't go poking the bear fairy, my lad. Really, I'd never have done this without you giving me the push I needed. Thank you.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctist Church lie buried?
My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Juna, I've got to ask. What was St. Rilla like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold? That the real hair?
No! It can't be. I don't want it to be. Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out. Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
I mean, we have to. It's not like I want to. Well, no, I do want to now.
Yes. I'm prepared for that.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the Saint Smuggler. I'm sorry, it's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.